Sweet. What's up, family?
What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday, everybody. What's up, Alec? What's up, Cameron? David, good to see you guys. Quinn, how's everybody doing?
So I went on a walk a couple minutes ago, like probably 45 minutes ago, and I ran into one of our students, which was cool. He said he gave me the classic. What's up, Miles?
Yeah, it's fun to see you guys in the wild. I know we'll see quite a few guys at Miami Sellers too. That'll be fun.
Less than a month left, y'all. Yeah, I'm literally looking at where Miami Sellers Conference is right now. So that'll be good. My man David was holding court in a coaching call last night. Absolutely. Hey, put the team onto it, dude. I've been doing this forever. We've been doing this literally forever, like 4 years. And there was a discount on a very common website that David found that I did not know about, right? And that shows, how much availability and opportunity there is with this stuff, with this. Can I put 2 different items in the same box? Yeah, so just listing stuff with box them, nice and easy. You can put multiple SKUs in the same box, and then to kind of just keep going with some other common frequently asked questions around shipping. You can do FBA and FBM at the same time, even on the same product.
You should even.
Right, yeah, you should. That's a good point right there. It's a good point. I was talking about that with a student this morning, basically, that's got an item that's FBMing really kind for him right now. And I was like, all right, let's do some FBA on those higher too. And they were like, yeah, right. Go Gators. Facts. Yeah, guys, too, as well. If any of you guys have any ASINs you want us to review right here, we're happy to pop them up on screen and analyze and see if they make sense. So if you got any ASINs you want checked, definitely send those in. We're happy to take a look at them, analyze them for you. Give you like a smash or pass, basically, for lack of a better term. Yeah, I mean, in respect to, whether or not they're good. I remember someone brought that up a couple years ago in respect to sourcing. I was like, interesting. Okay. But yeah, for lack of a better term there as well. So yeah, every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, guys, we go live for a SellerAmp Seller Hour. So whatever Amazon Prog research or Amazon questions as a whole at large you want answered, we are happy to help.
Yep. And then Miles and I have both made a bunch of free videos for you recently, of course, on the SellerAmp channel, on both of our individual channels. I posted like a 45-minute retail arbitrage video the other day. Miles was digging into some online arbitrage. So yeah, no reason to be confused. There's plenty of good free content you can dig in through. What's up, Kelly? How do you know if a gift card is virtual or not? Usually it'll tell you if it's physical. You can pretty much assume it's going to be virtual unless it says otherwise, and it'll say like on the actual gift card website. That's a good question though. You don't want to be stuck with like a physical gift card that's getting mailed out to you. By the time it shows up, your item's not profitable anymore. I did see the Walmart discounted gift cards finally went back to normal. They're like 8%.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But I know a bunch of y'all are making money off that, and I mean JCPenney's at like 15. There's still some really good ones on there.
Yeah, so you'll be able to see here, right? I think some of them will display too. Card Cash does a really nice job of displaying. Almost always, though, like Winter was saying, they're good.
I think Walgreens only does physical. If you need a good example, I'm pretty sure. So you can see what the difference is. Yeah,
right there. Yep. Yeah, so we can see. So boom, e-gift cards. That's obviously online, right there, right? And then in store would be physical. Now that's the key, though. You can use physical ones online. You just have to wait for them to come in. Right. Meanwhile, you snag e-gift cards, right? They're going to give you the amount, delivered right to your email, right there. I'll show off their purchase, and those you can use instantly right there. So primarily, 99.99% of the time, you'll just use e-gift cards right there. No, I hate savings. Yes, I hate savings.
Yeah, the gift cards is one of those things that's going to create some profit on for a lot of you guys that have been sourcing, not able to find like too much success. If you spent a lot of time at it, you're not using like the right discount methods, and gift cards is probably one of the easier, more common ones. You can basically do it on pretty much any website. You can add some extra bonus margin. So just make sure you're doing everything you can to create your profit margin, and then sourcing will make a lot more sense basically. What's up, Alec? You say in your sheets that are auto ungated, can you look for those products and it should be an issue? Yeah, if you get auto ungated in any brand, Alec, it just means you still have to, of course, source it from a legit source, so you can show Amazon if they ever want to see like, hey, is that item real? We had a customer complain, that kind of thing. Make sure you're buying it from a retail store, wholesaler, online website that's legit. But after that, you don't have to like submit every single time to sell the brand, basically.
Yep. Love this question here from FL Dub right here. Shout out FL Dub right there, right? New nickname. I think maybe first time viewer of the show here. if doing RA, would you ever buy discounted gift cards and use it in store? 100%. You do have to just kind of trust that the cashier will be willing to do it. I've personally done it a bunch, never had an issue with it. Excellent kind of ninja way of snagging extra margin right there. So what FL Dub's discussing, right, is say you're in store at Walmart, right? You find a good RA product, right? Walmart's not a great place to do RA, but like say like Walgreens or whatever, right? You're doing RA. You buy Walgreens also is mainly physical gift cards. Okay, so anywhere that is e-gift card, so the Nautica outlet, right? The Tommy Hilfiger outlet.
Yeah,
right?
Ulta, Sephora, if you got one of those, you want to hit the clearance aisle, that kind of thing.
Yeah, right. So you buy the discounted gift card, an e-gift card, but then you go to the cashier and you say, hey, like, can you type in these gift card numbers? I've done that a bunch personally. That's some game right there. Yeah.
A lot of times there'll be like a barcode they can scan too. It's even easier for them.
That's a good point too. Yeah, very good point as well. Yep.
Let's see. What's up? Massive Action. Bundle listings getting deleted. Yeah, so bundle listings that are not properly branded have been getting deleted since the beginning of the year. So before you sell a bundle, just make sure that it is it's a bundle specifically of the same manufacturer. So if it's like a 2-pack of the same item, that kind of thing, those will pretty much always be safe. If it's like a random small brand bundled with a name brand thing, those are getting deleted. And we kind of want those to be deleted. Otherwise, like there'd be like, it just look like eBay where there's 15 different listings of technically different brands and everyone's bidding on PPC for the same name brand stuff that they're buying for the same price, basically.
Yep. Can I use 2 different colors to get ungated? I've seen that work, but predominantly you want to be on the same ASIN right there. If I'm sending something small and thin, like 1 by 1 by 1, can I just roll it up, tighten it, poly back? Oh yeah, for sure, Zach. I've done a ton of stuff like that. Yeah. Did not list the brand as generic. Okay. If it's not generic, then you're good to go. Yeah, exactly. Okay, Warner, we got an ASIN to review here. Yeah, guys, keep the ASINs coming. Quinn, you were asking great questions yesterday, so we are obviously happy to help you. Okay, boom. Let's see what you got, Quinn. Let's see what you got here.
See, Quinn's got I like this type of product though. It's no one gets on Amazon. It's like, man, I can't wait to sell. I don't even know what this is. Like a flow control valve or something like that. I like that.
Like plumbing or like a part of some type of thing here.
I don't even know.
Some
water pressure kind of thing. This is good. No one gets on Amazon to sell this kind of stuff. So let's see. So seller count looks great. You can see kind of lots of sellers hopping in, selling out, that kind of thing. Although one problem I do see, let's see. So you see how the brand was selling it for a little bit. So Simmons was on the listing, and then Simmons is the actual brand name. I don't see them making sales recently, so maybe they stopped selling on this listing. That's just one thing to be kind of careful of. Usually I don't sell much that the brand already sells on. In this case, it doesn't seem like they're really interested in kicking third-party sellers off. Like, there's literally never been an IP complaint, so it wouldn't be like the biggest shock in the world if they start watching it, but there's no like history of it, so I wouldn't be that worried about it. Let's see. Maybe getting it from Zorro right there is like was this probably some kind of like plumbing supply website? Seems like you're getting those profitably. So yeah, if those are like 25. Let's see. I've never heard of this website. This is another good kind of exercise to see. Let's see, what is it? Getpipe.com. All right. Okay. Let's see. So
it looks
no reviews on there. So what I would want to do is just search it and see if there's like a physical store, Scam Advisor 100.
Too. Yeah, it's a very good sign.
Yeah, if they take PayPal, let's see. There's a Scam Advisor for it. Yeah, and if they take PayPal, it's probably safe. There's also this one. I know Zorro is legit, and this looks the same. That's also profitable.
On too. Yeah. All right, dude. All right, Quinn. Next time, keep this one to the dome. And keep this one a little tighter, Quinn. Nah, I'm kidding, but great listing. It looks like, as long as we can verify the site's legit. It takes PayPal, so you're not going to get scammed. Always check out through PayPal.
You'd want to check out with PayPal there for sure.
Yeah.
A little belligerent. Yeah, I was thinking that, BD. I was thinking that. Yeah, nice and profitable though. Good, consistent. The other one other thing I like to check is like how profitable is it, like the 90-day average, and it's very consistently profitable. So I like it.
Okay, so to go on with Brian's question, Warner, can you show the FBM calculator on SellerAmp?
Yeah.
So Brian says, when doing merchant fulfilled on SellerAmp, does the profit and ROI percentages include the shipping cost to the customer? So no, unless you add it in, which you do always need to add it in, right? So yeah, so basically, Toggle it back to FBA here.
So this is like 5 ounces. It'd be pretty cheap, but yeah.
Oh,
So you can see FBA, it's 15.37, and then when we switch it, we got to include a little bit of basically that fee there, because now we have no fulfillment fee because it's FBA versus FBA. For FBA we would have pick and pack, and we've also got to pay that inbound placement there. With FBA, and those get crossed out, and there's obviously no pick and pack fee. So in this case, it's like a 5 ounce product. This costs like $4 or $5 to ship. So it's going to be pretty similar in terms of profit. Like worst case, I'd say that's $5 to ship. It's pretty small. Yeah, it's tiny.
Boom, right there. Yeah, so the key is, Brian, it doesn't automatically, you need to manually add it in, but luckily it's really easy to go ahead and manually add it in right there, brother. So we can see, boom. And then Brian, or any of you guys watching, if you need a guide for FBM shipping costs, we have a completely free guide for you guys at howtofbm.com, or you can just search flips per miles merchant filled on YouTube. I have a really good video from January. It's going to break that down for you right there. Okay, we got another SKU right here. Shout out Jojo for the SKU here. Let's see what we got.
Yeah, let's check it out. It's like a makeup here. So brand sells it. One thing you want to see is if you ever see this brand logo at the top, it's usually like a listing that is pretty heavily controlled, and yeah, this definitely is. So you'll see this on I think this is when they have like a kind of a close brand direct relationship with Amazon. You'll see this on like Coach and other products that are kind of locked down these days. So you can see Urban Decay is selling it. They've got the nice branded listing, and they've also been the only seller on here for quite a while. And when there were third-party sellers on here, there was like 20, and then they all disappeared at once. So the brand probably, I would assume the brand had, I actually think I was selling this when this happened. They sent out an email and it was like, hey, at this certain date, we're going to cut it off, and no one else can sell this brand. And then that's exactly what happened here. This also could be an IP complaint, but I think what happened there is they gave people a heads up. You had to sell out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the biggest red flag right off the bat, Jojo, is that, yeah, the brand's the only one selling it. So you always want to avoid listings like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see on like the buy box stats. General rule, if someone's getting this much of the buy box, probably want to be careful unless it's just like a random third-party seller that's not related to the brand.
Boom, boom, boom. Yep. Makes sense right there. Okay, so good question here from Carol. So I have a huge list of ASINs you shared, but I realized I don't know how to try to list them. I'm embarrassed to admit I'm so technologically inept, but hey, I'm on. Hey, Carol, you didn't know how to walk either. And then you learned how to walk, and then you got pretty good at it, right? It's going to be the same thing with listing products on Amazon, right? So you can use Amazon Seller Central, or the easiest way is definitely going to be using Boxum, which we spent a long time, a lot of money building basically to make the listing process significantly easier, right? So I'll drop a link to a Boxum full tutorial in the chat. You should check out. It's super easy. So literally for FBM listing, you literally click list FBM, you put in the ASIN, you put in the price, the supplier, the buy costs, click continue, click submit, and you're good to go. It's very, very easy. I'll put a link in the chat for that.
Yep. Yeah, and you're not an expert yet. Everybody you gotta be careful the way you talk about yourself. You're not an expert yet, Carol. Don't say you're inept. Say I don't understand it yet or something like that.
Yeah, you're as capable as you've ever been.
Yeah. Good question though. Let's see. Ungated brand in store. Later on, it said you needed approval. Yeah, you can just submit the invoice wherever you bought that below. That way you can keep slinging that profitably.
No, David, you got that. David, you're literally finding coupons day one. You know how bizarre and rare it is to be finding coupons that I don't know about day one for sites that I've made money from. You know, you got that, man. You got that. Yeah.
Let's see. A couple good questions. Can you use 2 different colors to get ungated? Yeah, Dashcam. You could use 10 different single units of something to get ungated. Yeah, just combined of 10 units or more is like the specific wording it says. Let's see. Thinking of sending something small and thin, like 1 by 1 by 5. Yeah, so that was like that small little piece we were looking at a second ago. You roll up tight in a poly bag. If it's not going to break, as far as FBM goes, it's up to your better judgment. You can send something however you want, as long as it gets to the customer in a condition that they're going to be happy with. Go Houston, go! You probably had a little bit of a. We were messaging earlier. I know you had a little bit of a sad night there, probably. Let's see.
Brian's the goat here. Brian says, I listed a bunch of gloves when I first started at my buy cost by accident at $2, 12 sales notifications. So you got this. Yeah, that's the nice thing is that they sold quick though, man. They sold quick. They might not have been profitable right there due to that accidental pricing there, but they definitely were moving quick there though. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's done that at least once. List something way too low. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've definitely done list something FBM. I was like, oh, it sold already. Wait, it sold again. I got it. What's going on here? Let's see. What's up, Jill? You said you're trying to list something instead of listing a pack of 1. You accidentally listed a pack of 6. If it was FBA, place a removal order on it and then send it back in on the 1 pack. You wouldn't want to like delete the listing or anything like that. You can just move the stock to the correct listing, basically.
Oh, looks like Carol got an ASIN for us. You want to pop it up here?
Yeah, let me get that pulled up.
Let's see what we got.
Let's see. Yeah, Mohammed, you can get a trademark with you can just kind of Google that process. It takes a little while. That's more like a private label question though. If you're trying to kind of get into that, we're just selling stuff that already sells, but it's definitely good to go down that route. You can also buy one. It's kind of a different thing there, but you can look into that too. So you want to toss me up here?
Oh yeah, boom, boom. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Okay.
Let's see. So some kind of board game sleeves. All right. So I'm going to assume you're buying it pretty cheap, like maybe $250 at the most, just because the ROI would be good, like a little bit lower than I like. But let's see. So usually 3-ish sellers on here. Let's see, it's usually sold at this Lemon Store company or 10 p.m. So then the only other thing I want to check is make sure that this isn't like a private label of this company here, just because there's been a pretty a history of there being not a ton of sellers on this, basically. But I can see this person selling a bunch of toy brands, and so is this. This is definitely like a wholesaler, retail arbitrage, that kind of thing. Let's see if it pops up on Google. See, a lot of these are like 3, maybe $2.99. So yeah, if you found one of these with like a enter your email for like a 10% or maybe even a 20% coupon, it could be a good like volume play. Say you're buying these for like $270, that'd be pretty reasonable on these. That's not bad at all. I've just never seen this specific brand before. The other thing we can do is, let's see, it's called like Game Genic. Just make sure that there are some other listings with third-party sellers on it. Let's see, there's like, yeah, they got like a bunch of card supplies, seems like. Just doing a quick check to make sure it is safe, basically. See, this one's sold by Amazon, 5 sellers. Yeah, no IP signs there. This seems decent to me. Yeah, Amazon's on a lot of these listings, but there's also a couple third-party sellers on all of it. Seems like, yeah, seems decent.
Got the Chad foam right there. No deck box. Low key expensive. Damn card.
Kinda
They do
is.
card collectors. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, that is crazy. $60 for a box, basically. It's not too bad.
Yeah, we gotta get into the box business. The card box. Let's see. For a brand to change the EBC when they update the packaging. Not like incredibly normal, but it definitely happens. Yeah. Yep. Is there a max amount of FBA sellers where you deem it's not max? Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. Because if it's the number of sellers is completely irrelevant compared to the volume, right? They work hand in hand, right? So if there's 200 sellers, but it's selling 40,000 times a month, there's a good chance the price is pretty stable, right? But if there are 7 sellers and it's selling 12 times a month, there's probably not enough volume, right? So it's all relative, right? So if the offer count's going up, seller count's going up, and the price is going down, too many sellers. If the offer count is steady and the price is steady, it sounds like it's a pretty regular and good economic market, right? So yeah, it all kind of just depends on how it's trending right there. Is it a person checking the ungates or AI? Sometimes take a few seconds to get a reply. Sometimes days. It's typically AI. What I like to do is kind of fight fire with fire. Have ChatGPT write up a little thing, put it in the note section, as well to put it in there and jock it right there. I just started selling. I'm trying to find my first project. How do I get ungated? So hard. All right. What's the Bengals quarterback's name?
Burrow.
Burrow. Yes. Okay. So, right, there's lots of brands you can sell right away from the Echo. Search on YouTube, Fields of Profit, Auto Ungate, Flips for Miles, Auto Ungate, right in the link in the description of this video. there is a auto ungate list, or at least most of my videos, right? The one I posted on Sunday, yes, right? And that's going to give you a ton that you can get ungated in from day one for free with no documents, even with no sales history, right? And then, yeah, don't see like ungating as like some difficult thing. Like if there's other sellers on the listing, they clearly ungated it, you can too.
Let's see. What's up, Quinn? After April 15th, do you see Meltable sell less, or is there decent potential FBMing them? Yeah, no, you can definitely still FBM them. Just make sure whatever you're shipping isn't gonna, obviously melt in the mail if it gets into kind of some hotter temperatures. I've definitely FBM some stuff that says it's meltable, like supplements. Some supplements be marked as meltable, but they're not really meltable. You can sling them FBM. I wouldn't be slinging too much chocolate bars and that kind of stuff, especially as we hit like May or June, but. Yeah, you can do whatever you want as long as you can keep it in shape for the customer, basically. Yeah, Billy. If you hopped in, Discord's still very active, and everything's on all the videos and stuff are all up to date.
Yeah, Billy, if somehow like you need to get re-added or something like that, like just hit one of us up on Discord, and we're happy to get you in too. Yep. As well. What's a good product and how much money to start with for beginners? Yeah. So the cool thing about like online and retail arbitrage, like we talk about, is that you can sell all different types of stuff at the same time. So you're not just going to sell one item, right? Lucas, what you should do is take an hour or two today, watch some of Warner and I's videos on YouTube, watch some of the SellerAmp channel's YouTube videos, and you'll get brought up to speed pretty quick, right? The one I posted on Sunday is really good. It's like an online arbitrage free course. You need like 1 to 2K to get started with on that here as well. Any idea why? No, ask Amazon seller support right there. How are y'all sending your SellerAmp listings? Just send the ASIN here. We got pop up.
If you want us to take a look at some. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Dom sent us a hat on this. So I'm not sure what specific size you were talking about because the ASIN you sent was the red one. Although wait, the red one was Yankees. I just didn't even read that as a Yankees hat. All right. Oh. You're good. You're good. let me pop that red one back. Let's see. Sweet. All right. So checking it out. Yeah. So pretty good price history. Recently, it's like $55. I'd want to make sure that I'm somewhat profitable though at this older price point of like 40 or so down here. Let's see. Let's get our fees up here as well. Got weird when I refreshed it a bunch of times. Yeah, we just want to make sure that we are nice and profitable here, basically. All right. It's bugging on me now. Let me try this. There we go. All right. Yeah, just because it hasn't had a big history of being a $55 item. I bet if we look at it, it's going to be all right, not that because it's clearly like a fake hat. Let's see, like 37 with a coupon there. Let's see. Pop up the shopping tab too. Some of these are like flat bills. Let's see. Yeah, like 35 is like the cheapest I'm seeing it. So I'm not sure where you're sourcing it from, but if you got this for like 30, I probably wouldn't just because it doesn't have a major history being like a $55 item. We can check and see if anyone has actually made sales there. So I like check the offers tab to see if like anyone's stock count's decreasing while their price is $55. On this one, I'm not seeing that. So let's see. So it definitely sells for $40 though, because you see it had a buy box and the price is moving around a lot. If you're profitable at 40, I would definitely pull the trigger. If you're only profitable at 55 and like only a little bit, then I would probably skip personally.
Yeah, there's probably some good variations on that guy though, because there's hella volume.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely going to be some good variations. That one just doesn't have a great history being like that expensive. Let's see. A lot of these, so some of these are like more consistent, like $50, like that one right there. It was 50 for a while, 48, that kind of thing. Yeah, if you can find one of these that's more consistently high priced, I like it. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna trust you guys on a couple of these ASINs here. Okay. Usually I'll pre-fire, but you guys are going crazy here. No one said anything weird. All right, so this is probably private label if I had to guess.
Yeah.
But let's double check that. So this like ear yong here. So if the seller is themed, interesting. It's like these are probably 3 different Chinese sellers hijacking each other's listings.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Because they're all like ear related. Let's see, what products do they sell? They all sell the same brand. Interesting. This could be a little bit of a private label manipulation. The same seller has 3 accounts selling the same item, something like that. Just because they're all, I'd be curious on that. We could see, what are the addresses? I bet they're going to be, they're going to be Chinese. Yeah, so this is definitely a private label item still, though. And I would assume the only place you found this would be like an Alibaba listing, too.
Yeah,
just because it's not like a proper brand, basically. So I would probably skip that there, Jojo. Let's see, Alex sent one here. You guys are firing away with the ASINs today. Let's see. A little bit of Ole. 16 sellers on it, initial instinct. Yeah, this looks a lot more arbitrage friendly here. And the sales volume's pretty good too. So let's see. Price, pretty good history, been like $23. I would assume you're not profitable at this old price, but usually what happens on stuff like this is it probably got discontinued, if I had to guess. Let me see, like, let's look. It's like a very old like listing, and it's been cheaper for a long time. I bet this got discontinued. So if you found this, I would probably lean towards buying a little bit more than usual, to be honest. Let's see, 1186 max cost. Let me just quickly check. Could be right there. How big is this? Fragrance net. Let's see, 1.7 ounce. Yeah, it's right there. It's probably the same thing. Or that's day cream. I think that's night. Yeah. So wherever you found this, if you bought this for like ideally like 11-ish or less, just because it does have a history being cheaper, just to squeeze a little bit more profit, but I still don't hate it if it's even up to 1186 on this.
See, so good cue from Alice here. I'm in California with 8.75% sales tax. I added tax and MISC fee, but I can't seem to find profit leads with this just max cost. Is it still possible to find good OA leads with such high tax? Yes, 100%. So I actually do all my coaching calls with 10% sales tax loaded up just to handicap myself further, and I always find a bunch of leads on there. So Alice, the video I posted on Sunday actually has, I think, 6% sales tax, so pretty much the same, and I found a bunch of high ROI stuff. So it's not the items, Alice. It's all just discounts, right? And the nice thing is that's empowering because that's, once you're using those discounts, a lot of stuff's going to become profitable there, right? So Alice, watch some more Warner and I sourcing videos, start to see further and further what the different discounts look like for different sites. And then the nice thing is you watch my video from Sunday, right? You write down, there's probably somewhere between 5 and 7 examples of winning products. Write down the discounts that were used for each of those sites. And now forever for free, the different discounts that are available in these different retailers, right? And what's required to make that stuff good. Shut up. Come on, man. I'm just trying to help out. Good items, man. Yeah. Just trying to help Alice find some good items here.
Yeah, Alice, I paid, I started with 9.75 in the state that I started. So you can definitely find good stuff. Let's see. Santino sent us a Cuddle Duds listing. Pop that up here.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what we got.
Ungate brand, by the way, if you guys need a starting point for some reverse sourcing. I would be, let's see, buy box is actually like 34 on this recently. So let's see if you get this for like 17. I think these might be, Macy's. I remember seeing these. Let's see, Macy's, and you can discount a gift card these too.
Yeah.
Let's see, what size are you looking at? Small. Yeah, it's probably where you're probably sourcing them for 19 there. And then just so you guys can see like how profit is created, right? So we found it for $19, which is not profitable. Obviously, we pop in here, just especially not in women's clothes. You don't want to make $3 per unit. This, however, you can go to like, one of these sites right here. I'm just going to include like 14% there. You could probably even do even better than that and create some more profit on here. So 19 minus 14%. And now you have a nice profitable item, right? So I like this listing too because the price is pretty consistent. See, it's been hanging around like $34-$35 for quite a while. Seller count looks good, kind of going up and down. Honestly, a lot of people have been selling out on this too. So yeah, I like it.
Sweet. That's what's up. Cool. Yeah. So appreciate all you guys tuning in here. I think we got a couple more. The Real said, Miles, how much is the coaching program? Yeah. So I have a couple different options with that. So depending on kind of what you're looking for, feel free to just go ahead and apply for that right there. Just make it really obvious for them on Ungating. So like picture the item, picture the product, shipping email, delivery email, maybe have ChatGPT write up a little cover letter right there. Brand direct. We have a couple Buy Box Bandits episodes on that. Is there a way to determine if a suppressed listing sells better FBM, FBA? It's always actually with suppressed listings, no buy box stuff, just whatever's lowest price is what's going to sell. Yeah. And which in which case doesn't really matter fulfillment type wise.
Yeah. All else equal, the FBA so would get picked though.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, just keep that in mind. Keep it 2 items in one box. Yeah, for sure, man. You can put 100 different items in one box if you want. Yeah.
Box them there. Yep. Way to combine discount gift cards with cash back. Unfortunately, in almost every case, no. But cash back, I wouldn't.
A lot of times it'll still pay out. Technically, they're not supposed to, but I've definitely noticed that it still pays out a pretty good amount.
Well, missing cash back too, get some extra cash back. Y'all try that too. So, go back on some of your old orders, put in missing cash back on Rakuten. Appreciate you guys tuning in for another SellerAmp Seller Hour, and we'll see you guys in the next one every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. If you want more good long form content on this stuff, Warner and I both have free courses on our channel. Just type in Flips for Miles free course, Fields of Profit free course on YouTube. That's going to be a great one-stop shop to get started. We love helping you guys grow your side hustles and businesses here. So appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next one. Y'all be great. See you later. See you later.
See you guys.
Be great. See y'all later.
Thursday, 4 p.m. is next scheduled